Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Every day they're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team. True to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got the tight end. Corral, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. Can't right cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it, fire complete. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Green. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a seam wide open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a
this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He gets the two-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the move to his left. Heaves it deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to run to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never putting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Dogs send that offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target over the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Green. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Past the 20. Touchdown, Sooners! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're playing at home, and they're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you know, get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. They're working that one side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of...
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They get to him as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Here we go. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On first and 10. Trying to strike from the 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4. Off play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Bug meat windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about...
Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooner. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. The play action fake. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Mateer. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to fire to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
Going to take a shot. Brings it in down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Wants to keep it in the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously.
There he goes. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Complete in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to go up top. Dances away. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I'll tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Fields.
If you want to sit back in zone, it's my job to find holes as the wide receiver in the zones. Nice little curl route, curls right behind the defender. Great pitch and catch.
He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here.
Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Buying some time as he moves left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defense ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Gonna run it. It's Bob. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the bus, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating holes, and the running back is doing the rest. This is clinic take 101 on how to be physical.
And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job threading the needle around pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Looking to scramble. Going right and going deep. Touchdown Sooner! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he puts through the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Lets it fly. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Got his man all by himself. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sooners want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. So so close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Mateer. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish! A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. There have been a lot of great quarterbacks to wear the crimson and cream, and he is fitting right in.
That boy good. I mean, what can't he do? Just spinning the ball down the field, making big plays, the space in the offense, the speed in the offense, always big-time explosive plays with the Sooners.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Scrambling away. He's not afraid to go deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can have an explosive all-purpose back, but this Irish line performing the way the great Aaron Taylor did back in the day to give them time for these big plays.
Yeah, and you could go down the list and name so many great offensive linemen at Notre Dame. Year after year, they put guys in the NFL, and they build a brand of physicality and make holes for guys like this, and that's why he's putting up so many big numbers. He's got a great group of big boys up front paving the way.
He leaves it with his back. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lost to throw again. Whips it out on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Sends it back in motion. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This quarterback part of their running game. Plows through the defense.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize.
Turning it on!
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Timeout.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. The quarterback takes a knee. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.